Good morning
from Inverness, Scotland.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've got this isn't really plaid, but I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
So we're getting ready to head out on an excursion with Shore Excursions Group. Now, when you think of this area, you think of the Highlands, you think of the Loch Ness Monster. We thought, let's do something a little different today, because you also think of whiskey.
Scotland, right? Those go hand in hand, I think. Yeah.
So Shore Excursions Group had a tour called Discover Highland Distilleries, where they take you around to, I believe, 2 distilleries where you can learn about whiskey production, do some tasting, and I thought that's right up my alley.
Yeah, it's like a 6-hour tour also, so I'm curious what else we'll be getting involved with, and like the narration and learning about the area, so lots to learn.
Scenery.
Yeah.
And fun fact, we have Invergordon on the next cruise as well. We might go see the Loch Ness Monster then.
Never fear.
Stay tuned. We're not ignoring the Loch Ness Monster completely.
Yeah.
Let's get some breakfast, get some whiskey.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, quick and easy breakfast. Well, we're all fueled up on yogurt bowls and breakfast bagels. Time to explore. Gangways are deck 2 or deck 1 midship. We chose the slightly flatter of the 2 options here on deck 1. So our meeting spot is just at the gates to the port, so it looks like we're all going to funnel through this terminal building. Welcome to Invergordon. Oh, actually, we're funneling around the corner here, so they've got some information that they're giving out right here. Got some shopping here at the port. Oh gosh, a stuffed haddock over there. That's what we need. We need to take that on our tour. All right, can't get distracted. Onward. There is the port exit. All right, so all the independent vendors should be meeting just outside this gate. Well, let's hop across the street. Well, we have found our guide, George, right there at the meeting spot across the street, and we are heading to the vehicle. Oh, there's a haddock on the dashboard. All right, we're in for a good tour.
Managed to see a haddock.
Nice.
I have.
Reached distillery number 1. Oh, I see a cat statue out there, a man in a yellow coat statue. Anyway, this is a Clynelish Distillery. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Alright, we're all checked in for our tour. Now, they don't really allow videoing of the tour. They said photography is fine, so we'll just take some photos as we go around, and we'll tell you all about it in a while. Clynelish, the Highland home of Johnny Walker.
We know that name.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have got pins here. Oh my gosh, the bottle pin. I do like that one. So they have like a little mascot, sort of a logo, a bottle. Are there more? Keychains. Okay.
I think that one.
We're going to get some wanders in. We got about 5 minutes before the tour starts. All right, I need to come learn about this cat. Now, is this, I've seen the mascot of this place is some sort of like a feline species, but I don't know if it looks like this little fella down here or not. Oh, Dee is getting some pictures of this mascot. And let me stop hitting my head on the tree and get out of the way. We've got sheep in the distance. It's glorious. Yeah, we'll see. They said maybe we could do some short video clips here and there, but they obviously don't want to give the whole tour away, which is understandable. You got to leave some mystery.
You come here and do it yourself. We'll just tell you how cool it is. Striding in the Scottish wild cat. Okay, there we go.
Oh, we're learning things. The striding man and the Scottish wildcat. Okay, it's all becoming very clear now. There, of course, is our striding man. I'm surprised you're not petting the little wildcat statue.
Oh, I don't want to touch the statue. I get in trouble.
begin. Hey guys, welcome to the photo section of the video. So we're starting, I snagged a little picture of some history on the outside of the wall there. The first part of this tour, we were led into a magical, mystical purple room of amazement. There were things on the walls, little artifacts, little drawers with keys in them. This whole thing was just like an astounding little puzzle.
That's our tour guide, Jordan. She was phenomenal, full of information and history, and just really passionate about what she did.
Yeah, she stood up there and just led us through. Look at that thing. This is a box that was in front of each of us, and these drawers would pop open, and they had things in them. Oh.
There's me, reaching in the drawer.
It was dark in there, so some of these photos are a little fuzzy. But we got this informational pamphlet / map / sort of clue guide, and we just went through these various segments, like there's another drawer that popped open.
Yep, there was one where you did like a drawing kind of thing
There
with
you are,
that
retrieving it out of the
little
box.
coin.
Yeah, you laid your paper over top of it and did like a pencil rubbing, and so there's what it looked like. It was, I guess, we learned about the Sutherland family, I guess it was. You could tell I learned real good. But that was the crest there. There's this one was called Wildcat.
Yeah, that's their mascot, one of them. That's the Wildcat. It's pretty interesting information, actually.
Look at that artsy picture that I took, wasn't it? I was sitting there thinking, like, what would look good on Instagram? And that was my answer.
You did good.
How about that?
Yeah.
That was a nice shiny bottle on the shelf.
Johnny
behind us.
Walker.
Yeah. I forgot. I guess I didn't take a picture of it, but what was in that Wildcat drawer was a magnifying glass that we had to use to find clues on our little map. So
It was hard to find, too.
that's true. Oh, that drawer says whiskey. That, I believe, was the one that had the... it was a puzzle. A little jigsaw puzzle. Y'all look away if you don't want to see the solution to the jigsaw puzzle.
Guess who finished it first?
Me.
Jay.
Me.
And the
I
whole
did.
room.
It was cute. It was a 16-piece wooden puzzle.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah, and then, there we are smelling things.
Yeah, so we had 2 jars, and they both had different scents. The main thing we got out of the blue jar, which is what we're smelling there, is honey and like tropical fruit scent. And that was correct. So we did really well with our noses.
I don't really know what the red jar smelled like. I guess it was
She didn't say.
some other stuff. It smelled like other stuff. But that's why we didn't take a picture of ourselves looking,
Yeah.
Sniffing that one. Hey, there's another artsy shot that I took for Instagram of all of our little things together. You can kind of see there's the magnifying glass, the wax stamp, which is actually the next picture, is that she came and poured wax on our maps.
Yeah, we decided to put them in 2 different locations because you could seal it like Jay did, and then I put mine on the front just so we'd have some different looks.
Waxy, waxy. Now we're changing and going into the rest of the facility. So this is sort of the entrance into the actual production area. This is some rules. Mind your head, like me, and all this kind of stuff.
Definitely needed to listen to that.
Mash house.
Yeah.
That's a picture of us going into the mash house. Actually, we're not in the picture. It's just the sign. That is...
A masher?
Yep. We're going to be really good. We really did learn.
No, that's where they had the barley in there, and they were stirring it around to get all that flavor going.
Oh, yeah. I took a picture of that, but that's coming up later, apparently, because these are some tanks.
Yes. Also have barley and yeast in them, I believe.
Oh, yeah, because barley, yeast, and water is all you can use to make proper whiskey. I'm sure people who know about the process, there's a little table telling us all the steps of the process. You guys know better than I do. You could probably educate me in the making of whiskey.
Yeah.
There's the steps, actually, of how they create their flavor.
Zoom in if you really want to know.
Yeah. So I guess it's like 10 steps according to that little chart. So easy peasy. Piece of cake. There is our guide,
Jordan,
explaining all the stuff to us.
That was cool because it was basically like a smaller version of everything we were seeing, and you could kind of tell what they were doing because the tanks were enclosed, so you couldn't see that, but she was able to show you.
Yeah, she actually put barley in the mill and ground it down and showed us the grist and the flour and the different parts and all that, and told us the secret ratios that they use. There's the inside of that stirry thingamajig with reflections of my shirt and finger.
Lovely.
So good. Wow.
I am looking into something.
One of those other big round things that we saw.
But honestly, that was so deep. Like, I didn't expect it to be all the way down past where the stairs were. So that was pretty intriguing.
I can see the amazement on your face right there, even though I can't see your face. I know it's there.
Yeah.
That was just an artsy shot. They have, the wooden planks are made from Oregon pine?
I believe so, yeah.
And then they have some stainless steel tanks, too. I know it was Oregon wood of some sort. Hey, the still house.
Yep.
That's where we're going now. So guess what that is?
A still.
It sure is. Nice big copper still. Guess what those are?
Amazing stills. So this is the point where we weren't able to really take any photos after this. So you could take them from this one section, and that was a pretty cool photo op, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once you got too far down toward the far end of this picture, I guess the vapors in the air were so strong that you could ignite them if you possibly took a picture.
Yeah, they definitely took safety as a priority, which I appreciated.
Yeah. I did take another. Oh, yeah, what was the containment? 25,000 liters
a lot.
fit into that wash still, apparently.
Yeah.
Wow. There's some more copper stuff, because I love taking pictures of copper stuff in that room.
That's all you can take pictures of.
That's it.
Tasting area.
Yes,
This was probably the favorite part, for sure.
Best part. So we got 3 whiskeys and a cocktail nonetheless.
And water.
Oh, yeah, and then they gave you the little dropper of water in case you wanted to sort of thin out your whiskey a little bit, which it was interesting what it did to it when you put it in there.
It opened up the flavors more, which I would have thought it would have diluted it, but it did just the opposite. Maybe if you put too much water, that would be the case.
True.
But it was really fun.
And, oh, yeah, the last shot is when I went into the men's room, I thought it was funny that the hand soap was whiskey and honey hand soap, and it smelled delicious.
Nice.
This is the end of the photo portion.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Now we're going to actually jump back to a little bit of tasting footage, which happened before I went to the bathroom. Anyway, here we go.
Enjoy.
And now to the tasting.
We, of course, make the spirit that comes through. When our spirit comes in, it does look like this. If you spray this onto your hand, smell it.
This is the pure spirits. Okay. It's kind of like hand sanitizer.
We don't just have to use one, we can use different kinds. But what we'll do is it's still classed as a single malt whiskey because it's only coming from my distillery. So, the first one is our 14-year-old. Does anyone like to add water into your whiskey at all?
If you add a drop, does it?
It does, yeah, exactly. So what I'll do, if you just add a little drop at a time, what I will do is it opens the alcohol up, it breaks it down, dilutes it ever so slightly, and then it opens the alcohol up to allow a few more smells and flavours to come through. So we have already had a distillery exclusive before. This is our second batch. So once it's gone, we'll get a third batch and it'll be a completely different liquid again.
Ooh,
This one's almost like a summer whiskey. This one I like to say is like a sort of breakfast, lunch and dinner whiskey, whereas this one's more your summer.
Nice.
Yeah, very much for summer. You can drink it in the winter.
It hits you, sneaks up on you.
This one is a blended whiskey. It is for Johnny Walker. Like I said, we are part of the Four Corners for them. So it is a
Johnny Walker
it's
Gold
a nice,
Label.
Smooth, easy one to drink.
It's a little smokier.
Very subtle.
A little bit, but it still has that fruity.
Jordan, how many master blenders are there?
Yeah, it's smoother.
I believe we've got
a little bit
less
smoother.
than 13
Doesn't hit you as much there, but it still has that strong flavor.
They're not
It's
the
really
only ones
good.
though. We've got. If you have a taste, tell me what you think. See if you can work out what that secret ingredient is.
There's a secret ingredient.
And you can try and be your own little master blender.
Well, we've finished up our tour and our tasting, getting ready to head out to the next distillery. So let us head back to the ride. We have made a stop here in the town of Dornoch for a 10 or 15 minute wander around. Actually, I think we have about 20 minutes before we need to hit the road for our next distillery.
It's so pretty. I'm gonna take all the pictures.
Take all the pictures. We have an entire map of Dornoch. We can do so much learning over here. Very nice. One thing I want to try to find in this town is an ATM, a bank machine, because I'm running low on local currency, and we do like to have some of that in pocket, and ATMs seem to be a good way to get decent conversion rates. Tartan Creations. Other than that, we don't have any real goals for this town other than just taking in some scenery.
Yeah.
We've got blue skies. We've got, almost 60-degree temperatures. It is a nice day. Over here next to the History Links Museum, we have espied said cash machine. Thanks, Google, for leading us the right way for a change. Dornoch Retail Park, I guess, is part of where we were. All right, mission success. We've still got a good 10 minutes to kill. Let's see if we can do some gift shopping.
There was a place up here called the Jail that was recommended. Unless that was a trick. I don't want to go to jail. Jail Dornoch. Well, there we go. This looks nicer than most jails I've seen. Jail bags. This is cute. And everything's kind of categorized by department. T's found a money bag. I can put my newly found pounds in there. Well, we found your section.
That's so cute.
Honey.
Honey, the Highland cow.
Man, all of this wool, all of these sweaters. Dia's still carrying that cow around. Yeah. Why do they give the ladies some of the cute socks? I didn't see any cute socks for guys. I saw very functional socks for guys. But, okay, there's Dia and her cow again. Every time I see you, you still got that cow. She is relinquishing the cow. Okay. A smaller or like an accessory with a cow on it, that would be ideal. Oh my word. Okay, that's not going to fit in the suitcase either. Man, there's upstairs, downstairs. All right, back out into the world. Boop. Holy giraffe, we've made it to our next spot. Now I'm gonna have to learn how to say this one properly. I'm gonna go with Glen Morangie for now, or Glen Morangie. Well, they'll tell us. They'll give us all the details. Visitor Center. Whoosh. And the giraffe theme continues in here. Oh. We'll take a little peek around the property. They said there is no video or photo allowed at all on this particular tour, so we will just have to tell you about this one with words. We'll see if we have a tasting portion. Maybe we can look at there, but we will see you again when we can see you.
See you on the other side.
We have just come out of the warehouse where we got to smell casks, see casks. That was kind of amazing. And now we're heading up to the tasting room. Everyone's favorite part. Oh, there's a little peek at the inside from the outside, which is allowed. And we did learn that it is pronounced Glen Morangie, like orange.
So if you'd like to pick this up and start by having a nose, so if you go from side to side, because one side will pick up more of the aromas than the other. So the first sip might be a little bit sharp, but the second sip should be easier for you to get.
That's because it kills all the food.
You might also get some of that citrusy taste, so that orange.
Oh, yeah.
Number two.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So the nectar
Yeah, that's
here,
different.
the whiskey was matured for 14 years in an ex-bourbon cask.
Oh, back out in here to the shop. I like the color scheme of the shop, actually. They're still at it with the giraffes, with the orange.
I still never learned what the giraffes were. I guess
No.
it's just their mascot.
Yeah, we didn't hear the giraffe connection, but we definitely got orange from Morangie.
We learned.
Well, let's go find our guide. We've made it back to the port. We have found the wind. Ooh, the drops might be getting ready to come out of the sky too. Just in time. It's a good look. Back to some of these shops up here at the port. Oh, they have tiny heddicoos here. Oh, wow. Dee is now the proud owner of the tiniest hedicoo ever. We'll have to look at him later. Her. I think the name is Bonnie. Welcome back. Moo. There she is, Bonnie the Highland calf. She's a bonny lass.
Good evening.
Y'all. We are back on board, safe and sound.
Yeah.
And ready for some food.
So hungry.
But first, we have to wrap up our tour with Shore Excursions Group. How was your day rolling around the Highlands?
It was great. So not something I was like, oh, hey, one day I'm going to go do a whiskey tasting in Scotland. But I'm glad we did. It was awesome. So much information, so much history. Both of them were so different. We couldn't really show you all of it. Sorry, that's just the rules. We follow the rules. But at Clynelish, the first one we went to, it was very interactive, kind of like a puzzle box, the history, the story, all the different rooms you went through. The tasting room was like lighter and brighter, and you had a few more tastings than you did at Glen Morangie, which was different. They made like more single.
I guess so, single malt.
Single malt instead of like the mixed flavors. And you had a smaller tasting room, a bigger gift shop.
But
yeah,
you got to go in the warehouse.
You did. The warehouse was really cool, and they had the casks in there, and they talked about the different wood that they used, and just, I mean, it was really interesting to see the differences between the two, but also the similarities at the same time. I really enjoyed our day. It was very informative, and hopefully you guys saw a little bit of that.
I learned a lot. Like, I could probably go home and pretend I know how to make whiskey now. Yeah. It wouldn't be very good, because I'm not patient. But yeah, great experience overall. All the tastings were good. I still can't pick a favorite. I don't know. They were all good. And then we did get that little secret taste in George's van where he pulled some stuff out of the back, and that, you said that might have actually been your favorite.
It was really good. Yeah, it had a vanilla note and a little bit smoother.
Yeah, but overall, rolling around with George was great. We ended up being the only 2 people on the tour. It is sold as a small group tour. Well, you couldn't get much smaller than us today.
It was nice. It was very customizable because he was like, is there anything you want to do? We have some time here. You know, we kind of kept it to what it should be because we like to show you how the tour should be. But it's nice if you have like your own group that he can do that for you.
He offered to drop us off in town if we wanted, or bring us back to the ship, and we said, come on back, and then the rains came.
He was a character too. I loved him. It was a really fun day, honestly.
And he even tried to find a herdicoo for you, but apparently the farmer had moved his animals around, and he couldn't find the herdicoo.
He desperately did try and find one, and I appreciate that.
That's funny. But great tour overall. So thanks to Shore Excursions Group, thanks to George. We've got a link too if you decide that you want to do anything through the Shore Excursions Group, because the tool that you have to search up your tours is really great.
Yes.
At pulling up your specific itinerary, and they make sure that the tours work with your ship.
Yep, they have a guarantee that you'll get back to the ship, or they'll send you to the next port.
Yeah.
It's like insurance built in. It's awesome.
So if you go to parodj.com/SEG for Shore Excursions Group, I don't think
there's no discount or anything.
But they just know that we sent you, and that makes us cool.
Yeah, we're cool in their book, and you know, you're cool in ours, so hey, do it.
You know what's cool? Going to dinner. And we do actually have a special dinner tonight. We are doing what they call the Rijsttafel.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Apparently it means rice table. Sort of a Dutch tradition of Indonesian food.
Yeah, I guess they go hand in hand, and we didn't really know that. So.
Yeah, until I had that meal called Rijsttafel, and I was like, what? This is a whole concept we can have for an entire dinner?
I'm so excited.
So it's an upcharge.
$35 per person currently on our sailing.
I forgot how much, so I'm glad you remember.
Yeah.
Plus the 18%, so I think it was more like $41 a person or something. But I'm ready to go eat it.
Give me all the food.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Space for the dinner is Tamarind, which is deck 10, I believe aft. So we are heading that way.
Deck 10, panorama deck.
There we go. Tamarind and Nami. Washy washy. So how about our cute little table with a view right here by the window?
The Highlands.
Now, one good thing about this is you don't have to make any choices. They are going to bring us all of this food So we get to try a little bit of everything. We're ready for this.
I'm here for it.
Y'all, we got here and we asked them. They said it's pronounced Rijsttafel, so I was not saying it correctly. So Rijsttafel, rice table. Well, I guess what you could call our bread course has arrived. That is shrimp crackers, giant. Yeah, that's the first thought, is giant shrimp crackers. They brought us out some sauces. We have kind of a sweet soy. We have a jalapeno-based one and a habanero-based one. So you choose your own adventure in terms of spiciness.
She said I had to try it, so I will.
You gotta try all of them. Okay, our first official dish is the gado, which is their steamed mixed vegetable salad. It's got a boiled egg on it. It's got fried tofu, peanut sauce dressing. Our soup course is a Madura chicken and vegetable soup. It's got a soft boiled egg, coconut chicken kind of broth.
Coconut broth.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, the main course has arrived. Now, as she was describing these, I heard the word spicy several times, but let's work through it. We have fish. We have potatoes. We have green beans. We have shrimp. She just came by and added this, she said it was like a coconut and peanut kind of spicy powder down there to add on to things. We've got a beef preparation, a fried chicken leg, a satay, and fried rice with omelette. There we go. That is gorgeous. We're sailing away from Invergordon officially. Dessert is a sweet coconut pancake with coconut ice cream, a little rice cracker on the side there. Let's see, what does the menu say it's called? Dadar Gulung, maybe. Happy Yadsuit. We're full.
Very.
Oof. We've come back to the cabin and we've got our paper for tomorrow, which is South Queens Ferry, aka sort of next to Edinburgh. Good night. We're back in the cabin. Time to settle in, do some work.
Definitely do work.
That good stuff. So first of all, and only of all, how was your Rijsttafel?
It was so good.
Now that I know how to say it.
Yeah. So we hadn't eaten anything basically today, so I was starving. So I was happy to see that the portions were like nice and hearty, but not too big. Like overall, you want to know what I thought?
I think so, unless you want to go dish by dish.
No, just a lot of flavors. You do have to like coconut and peanuts and lemongrass. Those tend to be in like all the dishes. So if you have any allergies, probably, be careful with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love the way they presented it, and it all came together. It was delicious.
Yeah, the veggie dish was a cold preparation, which was like, aha. That chicken, that broth, and that soup, though.
The soup was probably by far my favorite. It was just like a hug in a bowl is my favorite thing to say, just meaning that it's comforting, but it was just not a familiar taste, but like super good, and I want you to recreate it at home.
Or good. I've looked up the recipe.
Yeah.
I'll have to try. And then everything on the main plate was good. I didn't really find anything spicy, which was not bad.
No, because I don't like spice, and nothing was like spicy at all to me either. So maybe just like they meant like flavor heat. I don't know. I don't know what that even means.
Flavor. I don't know. And then the dessert, super sweet, but very coconutty and good.
Again, you have to like coconut, but it was delicious, yeah.
So now we will see you tomorrow, where we will hopefully find some cows. That's one of our goals.
There's more than that, but yeah, hopefully.
Come back for cows, y'all.
Bye.
Moo.